So Emma, you recently got to once again sit down with Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. So congratulations for that. I'm always jealous every time I see that you're hanging out with your bestie. And there's a few different things that you talked about with her that I would like to get into. The first has to do with, she had this interaction online with Ted Cruz, and it turns out that that's actually bearing fruit. Could you tell us about that?
Yeah, so that was kind of an exclusive that we got, which I was very excited about. It makes me feel very official. And it was just that it wasn't just a Twitter exchange, that they're going to work on some sort of ban for when members of Congress leave, they can't become lobbyists. Ted Cruz surprisingly agreed with her on Twitter, and they had this exchange back and forth. And now, apparently, according to Ocasio-Cortez, their legislative teams are actually meeting. So this is something that's actually happening. Ted Cruz is interested, at least on its face, or on his face, which I don't like to think about very much, that he wants to ban former members of Congress, senators, congresspeople from becoming lobbyists once they leave, because it's very problematic in two ways. One is that these members of Congress have deep relationships with the politicians. So when they're working on behalf of an industry, their former colleagues, they're going to have immediate access to them, their friends, other members of their party, et cetera. And also it means that when you're in public service, when you're a representative, you might be less tough on those industries. You might be trying to cater to those industries so you can get a cushy lobbyist job when you do leave Congress.
So I'm interested in both, if you got a feeling from her and also your opinion that, I know that Ted Cruz does occasionally disagree with other Republicans, but he's also one of the slimiest creatures ever. I was just in Hawaii, I didn't see anything as slimy as Ted Cruz there. Do you think he's actually trustworthy on this topic, that he's not just trying to affiliate his name with one of the hottest names in politics, that he would actually go all the way on this?
So I asked her specifically if she thought that he was using her for publicity, because he hasn't been in the news recently, and except for his beard, which I have mixed feelings about. Yeah, she said that she was skeptical too, and she wants to know, and they're trying to work out if he's actually trying to work on a lobbyist ban in earnest, because apparently there's an overwhelming majority of the members of Congress who do become lobbyists aren't actually technically registered lobbyists. There are so many loopholes so that these former members of Congress can be lobbyists without actually having to declare themselves as lobbyists. So the language that she's trying to work on with Ted Cruz's team would be, we're not just doing this to adhere to the letter of the law as it is in its current manifestation. We want to ban members of Congress from lobbying, even if they aren't actually officially registered as lobbyists, because that's just a fraction of the actual totality of the people.
For more political news, breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/The Damage Report. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.